In today's equity index futures markets, let's look at the S&P 500 futures as they're holding on to a slight gain here today. And with today's gain, S&P 500 futures poised to put in a new closing high right around 5,100 and maintaining upside momentum here for a third session as the markets again really were trading higher throughout most of the session. We did see some late day selling that moved us back down closer to the break even line, but still slightly higher on the day. And when you look at some of the factors, really the shift in sentiment was one of the primary drivers. It appears that it carried over into today's session for 3 out of the 4 major equity index futures markets. As again, the big move yesterday across the board was followed by further higher price action in the S&P, the Russell, as well as the Dow. And I think that when you look at the price action across the board today, there is a rotation that appears to be unfolding here as, again, the NASDAQ has shown some relative strength even through yesterday, but today rotation out of maybe some of those tech names that were high flyers earlier in the week and moving into some of the other areas with consumer staples showing some strength today relative to the rest of the market, as well as healthcare. And that helped support some of the other major equity index futures markets with the Russell and the Dow futures up about 0.25% here as we move towards the close, and the S&P 500 futures able to hold on to a slight gain, with the NASDAQ futures giving up a little ground after the big move yesterday.